and Brad, and I'm not being critical of the women's game when I say this, but that's clearly a line in the sand. There's not the depth. There's not the drama of true dark horses like a 12 seed going to the Final Four, et cetera, et cetera. The South Carolinas, the now Iowa's because of Caitlin Clark. I don't know if they could keep that up when she's gone. The LSU's and so on. They are so far, even just from a very amateurish eye. I don't watch a ton of women's basketball throughout the year. I'm busy calling a bunch of men's games. The difference in talent when I watch a South Carolina play, even SEC teams, it's massive. So it's really like the fun for the women's tournament. I hate to say this. It really starts closer to like the Elite Eight for me than it does, say, in like the men's tournament.
Yeah, it's again, the better teams advance. There's just not that many upsets early on in the tournament because the talent is stacked. Now it's a little more spread out than it used to be, where it used to be, okay, you knew the ones were all going to the Final Four and things like that.
Right.
But now the talent is spread out a little more because of teams like South Carolina. UConn's not getting all the McDonald's All-Americans now. LSU is getting them. South Carolina is getting them. You got the several teams in the Pac-12, in their swan song year as a conference, and you've got a couple of teams there with Southern Cal, who's got one of the most dynamic freshmen in the country, and Juju Watkins, who is they could win the whole darn thing. UCLA is really darn good, and they've been good the last couple of years. Let's see, you've just got Ohio State's pretty good. Before they lost some to injury, but Virginia Tech the last couple of years have been good, but then they lost a few kids to injury. So yeah, the top seeds 1, 2s, and 3s now and a couple of 4s are really good. They've all got high school McDonald's All-Americans, but you're not going to see them lose in the first 2 rounds, and just because those other teams just don't have the talent and the size. You had a few games that were close in the second round, but the better teams won. The better teams pulled away in the end. But again, we're at the point now where you've got the best teams in the tournament. And I think, as you guys said with the men, you really, as much as you love upsets in the tournament, you want to see the best teams. Like if you went to use the example of the college football playoff, nobody wants to see, I don't know, pick a team.
TCU again?
Yeah,
TCU?
Nobody wants to see Newberry College, upsets, the University of Georgia somehow.
Well, that would be an upset.
Right, yeah. Everybody wants to see when you get your football, you want to see the 2 best teams in the championship game, right? And it's the same with basketball. Once you get towards the Final Four, you want to see the top 4 teams, and you want to see the matchups. I mean, you want to see the teams this year that have gotten really good, the Southern Cals. You want to see, the world wants to see, Caitlin Clark, of course, do her thing, and they want to see the rematch with LSU, and it is what it is. But right now in the women's tournament, you've definitely got the best teams in it. The best teams aren't sitting at home right now.